Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Winter, and today I am doing a new series. This series is going to be called A Furry's Opinion On, and this is where you guys are going to leave comments below, and I'm going to make a video about my opinion, or maybe a generalized opinion, the furry community, whatever, on the topic. And it can be anything. I'm not going to try to get too political, or else my channel is just going to go downhill. But let's start off, and I'll explain what's going to happen.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say my definition on the topic I am giving an opinion on, and my opinion without doing any research. Then I'm going to show you guys the actual definition, other people's opinions, people in the furry community's opinions, if I can find that. And then after finding research and hearing other people's opinions, I'll express my final opinion, and that's what this series is going to be.
Alright, so today's topic for my first ever video for the series is going to be about therians. And you guys know the rules, so let's get started. My definition of a therian, without doing any research, is someone who is spiritually, physically, or mentally connected to an animal or has some sort of religious background. And it's mainly wolves, but I think it can be any animal. And they believe they're somehow connected to an animal. So that's my definition of it without doing any research. And here's my initial opinion without doing any research. Alright, so my opinion on therians. I mean, I don't really have one, if I'm being honest. I'm kind of neutral about it. I mean, believe whatever you want to believe in, as long as it's not hurting others or yourself. I say go for it. As a furry, I am not a therian. I don't believe I'm somehow connected to animals, but I know there are some people that are. And I actually used to have a friend who was a therian, but I am not one. I currently don't know anyone who is. And again, I don't really have like a very big opinion on it, one way or another. Give you some background, the new definition, like the actual definition, what the community thinks of furry and non-furry, and my final opinion. See you guys soon.
Therian, a person who feels they have a spiritual connection to animals, also referred to as a warrior therianthrope, not to be mistaken for clinical lycanthropy.
Alright, so I used the second definition on Urban Dictionary because the first one was way too long and a little bit overcomplicated, and my dog will not shut up. Sorry, just ignore my dog. So it looks like my definition that I gave was pretty correct. And so now I'm going to give you some examples of what I could find of what other people think of therians. Alright, here we go.
After doing some research, I just found out people kind of think therians are just furries that take it a little too far, I guess, that I don't know how else to explain it. They think it's just another weird subculture where people are out of their mind. And I guess I can see where that opinion is coming from, because most people don't know what it is. They just think it's just someone who believes they're part animal or part dog or part wolf or something similar to that, which of course it's not necessarily. It can be sometimes, but not really. So I found this book on Wattpad, if you see it on the screen now, that kind of goes more into depths about what a therian is. So if you want to know, go check that out. And then here are just some more comments of what people think therians are, like their opinion on them, just some basic stuff. And now I'll go into furries' opinions. Every single article I managed to find was a furry's opinion on therians, or not even opinion necessarily, just saying the differences or versus whatever. I didn't find any therians' opinions about furries, but I guess that's not the point of this video. And pretty much kind of like well, most people think, they just think they're a more extreme furry, or that pretty much they're just a more extreme furry, or take furries and fursuiting and all that stuff way too far. I guess they seem to go hand in hand. Lots of therians are furries and lots of furries are therians, but again, you don't have to be both. You can be either or you could be both. I guess it just depends on the person, is what I think I found out. And then of course furries don't believe they're part animal, they or spiritually spiritually connected to an animal. They more either want to be one, dress up like one, have a character that is an animal, stuff like that, where a Therian doesn't really have a character. It's just more of a spiritual bond, I guess you could say, rather than doing the fursuiting and art and stuff. It's more, I would consider it more almost like a religion. And yeah, that's kind of like a furry versus a Therian, because I didn't really find a furry's opinion on Therians, just kind of more like a more extreme furry is all I could really find.
Alright, so after doing some more research and hearing other people's opinions, I gotta admit, my opinion of them is still kind of the same. I mean, I guess it's not really as much as of a, like a religion as I thought it was. Even though I did say it was a religion multiple times, I guess it depends on the person to see what they want it to call it. It's more of a subculture, kind of like the furry fandom. And I guess the furry fandom and Therians are more connected than I personally thought they were. Not to say that they are completely connected, and if someone's a furry, that means they're a Therian, and vice versa, but it does seem like a lot of furries are Therians, and same goes for the other way around. Again, I don't really have a true opinion on them. I'm just neutral about it. Like I said, believe what you want to believe in as long as it's not hurting anyone. And again, while furries and Therians do have their connections, they are still different in my opinion, because furries really don't believe they're part animal or have a connection to them in a spiritual way, while Therians do. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is something new I want to try. I've been wanting to try it since I started the channel. I just didn't know how to until now. Let me know what else you want me to react to or have an opinion on down below if you don't even want me to continue the series. Like if you like, subscribe if you're new, because I'm going to be posting more videos like this, and I do other stuff like skits and drawing videos and all that stuff. And I love all of you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!